Why do we often forget that the central theme of Jesus' teachings was love? The question hangs in the air, a poignant reminder of the essence of his message. Jesus, the revered spiritual figure known worldwide, championed a mission that was far from the guilt, fear, judgment, or punishment that some associate with religious practice. His mission was one of love, unconditional, all-encompassing, transformative love. Jesus sought to unite the world under one love, a love that transcends boundaries and breaks down walls. His mission was not to instill fear or guilt, but to foster understanding and empathy. He did not judge or blame, he did not separate or punish. Instead, he offered mercy and forgiveness, demonstrating the depth of his understanding of our wounds, our struggles, our humanity. His teachings were rooted in the unconditional love of God, a love that does not punish but understands. He recognized that our wounds, our hurts, and our mistakes are part of our journey, not reasons for punishment or condemnation. Jesus saw beyond the surface, beyond the actions, and into the heart of each individual, understanding the wounds that can drive us to act out of alignment with love. His mission was to make humanity as him, embodying the divine love of God and reflecting it back onto the world. His teachings were not about creating divisions or instilling fear, but about inspiring unity and fostering love. He saw all living beings as connected, as part of the divine tapestry of life, bound together by the thread of love. Jesus' teachings weren't about division, but about the unity of all living beings in love. He called us to see ourselves and others not through the lens of judgment or fear, but through the lens of love and unity. His mission was not to separate, but to unite, not to judge, but to understand, not to instill fear, but to inspire love, to remind us that we are all children of God, all deserving of love, all capable of love. Why then do we often forget that at the heart of Jesus' teachings is the call to love? Did you know there's evidence suggesting Jesus may have spent time in Egypt, Tibet, and India during his formative years? An intriguing proposition, isn't it? Let's delve a little deeper into this possibility. Picture a young Jesus setting off from Judea, likely seeking knowledge and wisdom. His first stop, Egypt, a land of ancient mysteries and powerful mysticism. Here he may have immersed himself in the teachings of Egyptian mystics, learning the secrets of their spiritual practices. This could have been his first step towards understanding the concept of divine love, a notion that would later define his teachings. From Egypt, Jesus is believed to have journeyed further east, to the snow-capped mountains of Tibet. In this land of tranquility, he might have encountered Buddhism, a spiritual path centered on compassion and inner peace. Tibetan Buddhism, with its emphasis on meditation and mindfulness, could have offered Jesus new insights into the nature of suffering and the transformative power of love and kindness. But the journey doesn't end there. From Tibet, it is said that Jesus traveled to India, the birthplace of yoga and tantra. Here he could have studied under the tutelage of Indian mystics, delving deep into the practices of mystical yoga, tantra, and bhakti. These teachings, centered on the divine love of God, could have further shaped his understanding of unity and compassion. These diverse cultural and spiritual influences might have left indelible imprints on Jesus' teachings and actions. If you look closely, you can see traces of these traditions in the ways he interacted with the world. His advocacy for love, unity, and compassion echoes the teachings of these ancient spiritual paths. His message wasn't about a God who controls and judges, but about a divine love that understands and unites. These experiences and teachings could have shaped Jesus' understanding and expression of divine love. They might have been the building blocks that helped him articulate his revolutionary message of love and unity. A message that continues to resonate with millions around the world today. Jesus' teachings were revolutionary and challenged the existing religious and political systems. He stirred the waters of tradition and dared to proclaim a message of divine love, unity, and equality. Jesus saw everyone as his brothers and sisters, breaking down the societal norms of hierarchy and division. Jesus did not preach a God of judgment, separation, or control. Instead, he introduced a God of unconditional love, mercy, and understanding. Jesus' teachings had a profound depth, reflecting the wisdom he gleaned from his journeys to Egypt, Tibet, and India. He dove deep into Egyptian mysticism, Tibetan Buddhism, and Indian mystical yoga, tantra, and bhakti. The influence of these spiritual traditions is evident in his teachings and actions. In the censored Gospels, we find teachings that resonate with Eastern philosophies such as reincarnation and karma. The Gospel of Thomas in particular provides a roadmap to Christ consciousness, a state of divine unity and love. Jesus was not just teaching about God, he was teaching us how to embody God in our divine being. He said, "I am the Son of God, and you are my brothers and sisters." This statement was more than an assertion of his divine identity. It was an invitation for us all to realize our divine potential. We are all children of God, capable of embodying divine love and unity. Jesus did not present himself as a distant deity to be worshipped from afar. He walked amongst us, sharing in our joys and sorrows, and invited us to do the same with each other. His teachings were not about rituals or rules, but about relationships. His message was not about fear, but about freedom. Freedom to love, freedom to forgive, and freedom to unite in a shared divinity. Jesus was teaching us how to embody God in our divine being and become like him. He was showing us the path to a life of love, unity, and equality. A life where we see ourselves in each other and understand that we are all expressions of the same divine love. A life where we are not just followers of Christ, but embodiments of Christ consciousness. The love between Jesus and Mary Magdalene is a profound example of Jesus' teachings of unconditional love. This was not a love of possession, nor one of expectation, but a love that was selfless and pure. A love that sought nothing but the highest good for the other. Their bond transcended societal norms and expectations. Mary Magdalene, often misunderstood and misrepresented, found in Jesus a love that saw her for who she truly was. Jesus in turn found in Mary a love that was supportive, steadfast, and unwavering. It was a love that was as deep as it was wide, as profound as it was simple. This love was not just about affection, but about seeing the divine in each other. It was a love that recognized the divine spark within each soul, a love that sought to fan that spark into a flame. This is the essence of Jesus' teachings: to love unconditionally, to see the divine in all, to treat everyone as a brother or sister. Mary, the woman from Magdala, was one of the few who truly understood and embraced these teachings. She was the one who anointed Jesus' feet with expensive perfume, wiping them with her hair in a profound act of love and devotion. And Jesus, in his infinite wisdom, accepted this act of love, acknowledging its depth and purity. Their love was also transformative. Mary Magdalene, who was once ostracized and marginalized, became a central figure in the early Christian movement, thanks to Jesus' love and acceptance. She became a beacon of hope and a symbol of redemption, embodying Jesus' teachings in her life and actions. But perhaps the most profound aspect of their love was its enduring nature. Even after Jesus' crucifixion, Mary Magdalene continued to be a pillar of the Christian community, spreading Jesus' teachings of love and unity. Her love for Jesus did not die with him, but lived on, a testament to the power of divine love. Their love story is a testament to the power of divine love, a love that is unconditional, transformative, and everlasting, a love that transcends time and space, life and death, a love that is divine in its essence and human in its expression. Jesus' teachings were seen as a threat to the Jewish authorities and political system. This is where our story takes a turn. Jesus, the embodiment of love and unity, found himself amidst a storm of controversy. His teachings, which challenged the status quo, stirred a hornet's nest of opposition from the religious and political establishments of his time. Jesus was a revolutionary. He preached a new concept of God, not as a commander or controller, but as an embodiment of unconditional love, mercy, forgiveness, and unity. This idea was in stark contrast to the prevalent belief system where God was seen as a judging and punishing entity. Jesus' teachings were a direct challenge to this paradigm, and that didn't sit well with the authorities. He didn't just challenge religious beliefs, he also rattled the political establishment. The concept of a single chosen nation of God was something he fiercely opposed. He proclaimed, "My father is not your father," a statement that shook the foundations of the Jewish political system. The fig tree incident is a symbolic representation of this defiance. When Jesus cursed the barren fig tree, which represented the state of Israel, he was critiquing a system that bore no fruit, a system that was not based on love and unity. Then came the turning point, the demolition of the temple. Jesus condemned the money changers who ruled the temple and the people, a direct affront to both religious and political authorities. His audacious actions and teachings were seen as blasphemy, leading to his crucifixion. But even in his death, Jesus' message was clear. He said, "Let them and Father be one as I am one with the Father," a call for enlightenment and unity. He reiterated that he was the Son of God, and so were all his brothers and sisters. Jesus was killed for his teachings, but his message of love and unity lives on. His life was a testament to the power of love, a beacon of hope that continues to inspire millions around the world. The controversy surrounding Jesus did not diminish his message. Instead, it amplified it, making it a timeless beacon of love and unity. Jesus' teachings continue to inspire and guide millions around the world. His message of love, unity, and equality has transcended centuries, cultures, and continents, remaining an enduring beacon of hope and wisdom. The legacy of Jesus is deeply rooted in his teachings. His words were not aimed at a particular sect or group, but towards all of humanity. He advocated for a world united under one love, where each person is as sacred as the other, embodying the divine essence within them. This is a world where guilt, fear, judgment, and separation have no place. Instead, it thrives on the unconditional love of God, mercy, forgiveness, and unity of all living beings. Jesus' teachings were not just philosophies, but practical guidance for living in harmony with each other and the world around us. He taught us to love our neighbors as ourselves, to forgive those who wrong us, and to show kindness to the least of our brothers and sisters. These teachings are not restricted to a particular religion, but are universal principles that resonate with the core of our shared humanity. Furthermore, Jesus' teachings have had a profound influence on the course of human history. They have been the driving force behind significant movements for social justice, equality, and peace. His teachings have inspired countless individuals to strive for a better world, to stand up against injustice, and to extend a helping hand to those in need. His teachings have also inspired a myriad of artistic and cultural expressions, from literature to music, from paintings to films. They have shaped our understanding of love, compassion, and selflessness, enriching our collective consciousness and influencing the course of human thought and action. Jesus' teachings have also sparked spiritual transformations within individuals and communities. They have provided a pathway towards inner peace and self-realization, encouraging us to look beyond our limited selves and recognize the divine essence that resides within each one of us. His life may have ended, but his teachings continue to guide us towards a path of love and unity. The legacy of Jesus is a testament to the power of love and the enduring potential of the human spirit to strive for a world united in love, peace, and harmony. Jesus invites us all to embody divine love in our lives. As we delve deeper into the teachings of Jesus, we find a recurring theme: love. Not a superficial love, but an all-encompassing divine love that transcends boundaries and unites us all. But how can we apply this in our everyday lives? Consider the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This simple principle, taught by Jesus, encapsulates the essence of love and unity. It urges us to treat others with the same kindness, respect, and understanding that we desire for ourselves. In addition to this, Jesus emphasized the importance of forgiveness. He taught us to forgive others, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because we deserve peace. This is a powerful message that encourages us to let go of resentment and anger and instead embrace love and compassion. Equality was another cornerstone of Jesus' teachings. He saw everyone as equal in the eyes of God, regardless of their status, wealth, or background. He taught us to love our neighbor as ourselves, reminding us that we are all interconnected and that no one is superior or inferior to another. The teachings of Jesus also urge us to show love to those who are often overlooked or marginalized. He showed compassion to the sick, the poor, and the sinners, demonstrating that everyone is deserving of love and respect. We can embody these teachings by practicing kindness, forgiveness, and understanding in our daily interactions. By viewing others through a lens of love, we can foster unity and equality. Remember, embodying divine love is not a one-time act. It's a lifelong commitment, a journey of growth and transformation. It's about continually striving to be better, to love more deeply, and to spread that love to others. As we strive to embody the teachings of Jesus, we make strides towards a world united in love.